It's one of the corporate America's wealthiest companies, but according to a brand new whistleblower report, American Express, you know, that card in your pocket, is teaching employees capitalism is racist as part of its critical race theory training. Is this a joke? An investigation reveals Amex's anti-racism initiative instructing white people to identify the privileges and advantages you have and don't speak over members of the Black and American community. Let's bring in Vivek Ramaswamy. He's the author of a brand new book, which is fantastic, called Woke Inc. It comes out next Tuesday. Vivek, are you stunned by this? Think about this. A credit card tries to entice you to shop. Now they want to make you feel bad about it.
Well, look, big business has figured out that they can actually make money by critiquing themselves, Brian. And at first it looks like masochism, but actually if you look more closely, it is a way that these guys deter regulatory scrutiny. Because American Express in particular has been under federal investigation for the last year for rampantly duping small businesses across this country. The Wall Street Journal has reported pretty extensively on it. And so they figure regulators tend to be liberal. Why not deter them by projecting our woke values and professing anti-racism instead? The financial services industry does this all the time. Goldman does it, JP Morgan does it, American Express does it. And I'm sorry to say, a lot of the time it actually ends up working, but it's particularly ironic for a credit card company that caters to ultra-rich people to be ultimately criticizing the very capitalist structure that allows people to create wealth for themselves. It's actually funny, Brian, their flagship product is a black card, but the black card isn't for black people. It's for people who spend millions of dollars per year. What better company to criticize capitalism as racist than American Express?
I would think you should be teaching capitalism and how to get that black card, be eligible for that black card would be the message you would
Let's
think.
talk about that.
Yeah, Khalil.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Khalil Muhammad is the great-grandson of Nation of Islam Elijah Muhammad, famously where Muhammad Ali, Malcolm X followed them. He argued in a speech to Amex that for Amex to reduce its standards for black customers and sacrifice profits for race-based reparations.
Yeah, well, look, I think that this is exactly the playbook of ultimately projecting these woke values. They don't mean it. They're not authentic about it at all. And I actually think what you're seeing at a lot of these companies, Brian, has crossed the line to become downright illegal. In fact, Title VII of the Civil Rights Act tells you that you can't discriminate on the basis of race. I think there's a good case that this could be actually racial discrimination in teaching people that they ought to pledge allegiance to this new religion. And you can't, as an employer, force your employees to bow down to this new woke religion any more than you can force them to bow down to any other religion. And I actually think when you get these kind of folks coming in and teaching mandatory company seminars, that actually verges on a civil rights violation. Employees can take that to court.
All right, I want to bring up something else. And Fox News, a poll, extensive poll, one of the questions I think works well for this segment, capitalism versus socialism, Democrats are asked. 49% will view capitalism favorably, 44% unfavorably. And now in terms of socialism, 59% view socialism favorably, 31% have it unfavorable. Vivek, the numbers don't surprise you, but it's because capitalism has been lazy. People have to explain what socialism means. It's not what you get. It's not even the playing field. It's not vilifying rich people. People should bring up examples of what it would mean.
Yeah, look, we have a new anti-capitalism culture in this country, Brian, but that is just a symptom of our deeper culture of anti-excellence in this country. But it's not happening by accident, and I don't think the solution is just going to be explaining the virtues of capitalism. We have to realize the trick that big business plays in becoming the biggest critic of capitalism itself, because it's like they think like Winston Churchill said years ago, he who feeds the crocodile hopes that he will be saved from being eaten by the crocodile last. History teaches us it actually doesn't work that way. But right now, big business sees the Democratic Party, the party that's in power, going against capitalism. They think they can avoid the ire by criticizing capitalism. Instead, it creates this downward spiral where we lose the very mechanism that allowed us to create wealth as a country in the first place, that brings not just the top down, but everyone down along with it.
I have yet to see a politician try to make an effective argument, not to the economists, but to the everyman and every woman, to sell us on capitalism and why giving everything for free on a credit card is not going to work out for the country. No one's even tried because they just feel as though the message of giving away things is more effective and they don't have a shot. I don't think they have a shot unless they can explain it. Listen, Woke Inc. is not only going to be a book out on Tuesday, it's going to be a special out on Sunday. It's available on Fox Nation, which everyone should get. And the special will air at 10 o'clock on Fox News Channel on Sunday. I was lucky enough to participate in it. Great book, great topic, great timing.
Well, thank you, Brian. I'm looking forward to it. Corporate America has turned its back on America. That's the bottom line. And this is the story of how it happened and why it happened, and more importantly, what we can do about it.